Yeah, check out this book, Crystals for Beginners. Uh, Karen Fraser. It just let you know what certain crystals and energies. This is pertaining to the last video. Just tell you what you could work with, what they for, what does what, mixed in with high amplifier. Yeah, so I think I showed the book before I got interrupted again. Yeah, this video I want to talk more on the hallucination side. This is like the part 2 of the part 1 of the thoughts. The other thing you would probably deal with, I mean, I don't know if hallucinations work in just schizophrenics or in other. I haven't really checked other mental illnesses. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna say mental illness, not just schizophrenia, because I don't know. So, I mean, shit. I done heard a lot of people without mental illness say they seen things, spirits, and shit move by itself. TVs turn on by themselves, and other people see it too. So is that a hallucination? I don't think so. So what I want to break down is like on a hallucination was the biggest thing for me. The voices, when it changed from what I told you on the other video, when I start actually hearing it like I'm on a phone conversation, like I'm saying, talking to you, we having an interview or some shit. I'm talking to you and I'm hearing voices, looking around, looking for them. That was pretty bad. But I told you shows that you could check out, Undone and Lake Legion, to check that out, because I don't really think they put out movies or shows just to be entertaining. It's not just entertainment. It's a lot of science and a lot of that stuff. You just gotta know what to look for, because the average person just want to be entertained, so they just gonna say, "Oh, wasn't enough fighting." Me, I'm looking for a movie to fuck the fighting sometimes. I want to see the psychological game. I want to see how they try to throw in some shit and try to catch it. You know what I'm saying? Did you hear what he just said? So, like, check out them two shows. It's more than that. Like me, my favorite show was Sliders. If people remember Sliders, when they go through the different stages of Earth in the same place, but it's different. It's a different dimension. I guess you call that a dimension. Sliders. It's the greatest. If this would it's like how they say if you go back in time and you destroy a butterfly, you gonna cause like dinosaurs to be still here, some crazy shit like that. Something like don't interrupt with the past or don't play around. But it's just like that. So the hallucination part started after I told you. I think after I don't know if it was the first visit or the second visit. They was too close together for me to remember. Probably about less than 6 months apart. But that shit, I talked about it in another video. That shit wasn't peaches and cream. You know what I'm saying? You hear people who be off of the what we call up here is water. I don't mean regular water. Y'all know what I mean. I described some shit about hallucination and seeing the spirit world. Describe the spirit world, and this dude said it sound like same as you being off water. And I'm like, damn, I didn't even know you smoked that shit. And I'm gonna show you the book that this nigga got me. Matter of fact, I should have brought it out here. I got it, but I didn't bring it out here. He gave me a book, powerful book. He gave me three of. He had like 7 books he got, and I ain't even asked him to bring me no books. He just, I guess he enjoyed the talk while we at work. He come with these books, and one of the books is The Power of Myth, Joseph Campbell. I guess what he talked about, the left hand path and the right hand path and the power of myth. Pictures and all, hardcover. It was a real good book. I have my daughter reading it sometimes. I mean, I don't know, I don't want to force, I told you I'm not going to force knowledge on her. She have to live her path too. But I'm going to at least be the father and say, look at this. Maybe it interests you. I don't know. So, he gave me the book for free. He had 3 other books. I told him to keep it. And he had another book. The Day the Earth Exploded. Started with a K. I don't really remember the K word. I guess it was supposed to be taking place in 1811, 1812. I guess the Great Cataclysm. I heard a lot of people talk about that, but it was about that book. So I'm gonna try to find that book so I was reading through it, but I didn't understand because I wasn't all the way into the history of over here and what happened in the world around that time. But something happened. So, I got the book from him, started reading it about the left hand and right hand path. And since I told you I was already into like some spirituality a little bit before I got diagnosed for what I got diagnosed. I'm not saying it was the knowledge that got me there. It was, I believe they say it don't pass down in the family. Said that is bullshit. But I believe that was my path. I don't believe that it really passed down in the generations or whatever. But if it do, I don't know, I think it's just, especially now, if it do, a lot of people now is going through a lot of mental illness, and it's prevalent. It's everywhere. You see it everywhere. I don't even have to tell y'all the events. You don't even have to look at the news. You could just look at people. You don't have to look at the news. You could just listen to the people you hang around. But maybe to you, that's not what they say. They might not say nothing mentally ill that you think, but another person look at them and be like, nigga, that's insane. You know what I'm saying? You never know, because everybody's like on a different energy at different times. I try to stay peaceful. Matter of fact, like last night, I was talking to this guy. We was talking. I don't even talk about this shit like that because I don't really believe in that. But we talked about cloning and all this craziness. I'm gonna get back to the hallucination, but I'm like, how you know you're not one? You know what I'm saying? Can they take the consciousness out of you, put it in there, and then you walking around like bicentennial man? I'm a real person. What tells me I'm not? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That alone is something to scratch your head about. But yeah, the hallucinations came, and I found myself like in a movie of a movie of a movie of a dream, if that makes sense. My whole reality got crashed. I could look back now and determine some things that I knew was a schizophrenic episode and look at things now and say, damn, I really was thinking like that. I could just look back and tell you the things that happened. But I told you I'm not gonna make these videos over 10 minutes. I know I ain't get into it like that. I want to go in more detail with the hallucinations. And the best way to might hit to deal with them, because it's not easy. I just know it's a little bit more spiritual than we think. Is we just, since I guess the scientists don't know that studying the illness or the mental illness, they don't know. I don't know. We just figure we just gotta listen. You know what I'm saying? It's based on your mind, just like I said. This word is based on your mind, your reality. So let's see if I put this one up or not.